Patrick Reusse, the Twins starting pitching has gone from brilliant in May, now minus Pablo. It is among the worst in the big leagues in June.
I would say I don't think minus Pablo, but minus Bailey Ober because you
Touche.
can't find many 6'9" imposters, but this isn't him. Who is this stiff? He's unbelievable. Home run ball after home run ball. Now, what was the miracle? The last year and a half, or what the badness that we're seeing now? Because we always said, how's he get him out with a 92-mile-an-hour fastball up there by the letters, and then the changeup is unhittable. And what was it, Dustin? 7 or 8 straight starts where he gave up 1 run.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
had he had the bad one, and then he had like 7 or 8 starts. He was
the
fabulous.
long ball isn't surprising because I mean he even has some Radke disease to him. Like he starts games off with a bomb and then settles in from
Yes.
there. But the control, 6
Yeah.
walks. I mean, this is a
Yeah.
control specialist. That's my biggest concern. And Pat, he acknowledged he's dealing with a hip issue. He's been dealing with it since spring training. And he said he
Yes.
doesn't think it's something that's hindering him. And then Rocco like downplayed it completely and said, I don't
Yes.
think that's why he's not pitching effectively.
I saw Rocco downplay it. I think Rocco figures he's got to downplay it because who's next? The Dauber. The Dauber's next, baby. Although the Dauber might not have pitched as poorly as Bailey did. It was,
He threw yesterday. He threw
yeah.
yesterday in a doubleheader
The
Dauber did.
in St. Paul?
in
Okay.
St. Paul. And so did Andrew Morris, would be their most likely other guy, and he didn't pitch
Morris
well
is-
either.
Isn't I thought he was hurt.
No, he's
Didn't he have
fine.
something wrong? I thought he had something wrong with him. Okay.
Corey Lewis, the knuckleballer, he's shelved right now, but that's okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Well, Morrison, okay, yeah, he would be. But even over there, he only goes about 4 innings.
Yeah.
It doesn't get deep at all. It is amazing. I mean, their pitching was incredible, and now as I said on Blue Sky. What I'm worried about is we're overusing Jonah Bride. Is his arm going to hold up or not? We're going to have to give him some rest, right? We got to bring Willie Castro back or something.
Well, he took a ball off his foot, Pat. I mean, we were getting hurt on the mound.
Yeah,
He took a
that's right.
nasty comebacker off the foot yesterday.
Well, I thought the greatest mirage with this team was when 13 in a row and whatever the hell it was, 19 out of 24 or something. But if you put bad pitching with this lineup, if you get bad pitching, you can't win anywhere. So what difference does it make? But
I got a question on Ober and the hip, Patrick. Doesn't it make sense? So with a guy that size too, if he's got a hip problem and he's had it since spring training, all right?
yeah,
Wouldn't it make sense that he's trying to compensate for that and that's causing some of his problems? But furthermore, if he's compensating, don't you want to skip a start or two? Because it seems to me that the compensation would cause you also to adjust your throwing, and that's where guys get hurt. So I think dismissing this hip thing, unless he's just not tough at all, is really odd.
I mean, he said he's had it since spring training, but he mentioned it for the first time during this,
Right.
Correct.
collapse. So it must be affecting him now because it certainly didn't affect him for 6 or 8 weeks. He was fantastic. So, but yeah, you're 6'9". There haven't been many of them in the history of baseball that big pitching, and I don't know, but it's just the stuff, as Declan said, he needs immaculate control with that stuff because
Sure.
it's not, he's got to be able to throw a ball exactly where he wants to throw it and exactly when he wants to throw it. Now, are the hitters getting smarter? Are they breaking down? Are we doing better seminars with the hitters before games? That hey, now this thing, this slider is not going to be a strike. So if you see a slider, don't swing at it, even in your mind, you think it's going to be a strike. Or if it's hanging in your eyes, then swing at it. But there's something going on. He can't. He's not missing. One of the bad games I saw him pitch, it wasn't like the ball was 4 inches off the plate. It was an inch off the plate, and I think they were swinging at those. I think they were swinging at those earlier in the year when he was throwing most strikes, and that maybe the hitters aren't helping him out like they were. Is my theory. I don't know, but it's what do you do here? You're dead basically. You're out of luck. So now it's, what's Zebby's situation?
A shoulder problem. He's shut down for 2 weeks, and then he'll be reevaluated.
Okay, so what is it? What do we got going here? We got Festa, we got Ober,
Joe
we
Ryan.
we got Ryan, who's
Paddock.
Paddock.
great. We got Paddock, who's still pitching good, and then we got who knows, right? Who's our fifth guy? Who's our fifth guy
Sim
now?
right now, right?
Well, Sim, but not a
Yeah.
necessity.
Oh yeah. Hey, how'd Joey Wentz look? I missed the game
Oh.
yesterday. That debut looked pretty good. I saw 3 walks and a bomb.
Yeah,
3 walks
he
and 2 bombs or 1 bomb.
he hadn't thrown, I think, in about almost 2 weeks. But
Reason for
he
that.
wore that one. He had to wear that one. That's for sure.
We've already played our Red Sox series, right? So we don't play them again. Did we play the Red Sox?
They come here
Oh,
one more time. We've played there.
100% Jorge Alcala is going to come in and blow their ass away someday for about 2 innings. It's going to be a 3-3 game. He's going to come in the seventh and eighth inning, and they won't get a foul ball off him. I'm surprised they did this. I know he's been terrible, but fix him. That's a big league arm. Fix him. You know, I wouldn't have. I mean, he drives you nuts, but I wouldn't have gotten rid of him for Joey Wentz, for goodness sakes. Joey's left-handed, but I've been complaining about not having left-handed. But who wants a bad left? That's not. I haven't been campaigning for bad left-handers. I've been competent left-handers. So when they, where are we heading here now? What is this road trip?
Houston and Cincinnati.
Houston and Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing 1-5. I'm seeing 1-5. And that'll put you back at 500, right? Basically. Yeah, this is, tickets will be available.
I was going to say, this is really bad timing.
Oh, it is.
The heart of summer, and you're about to.
Be good in May when nobody is coming to the games anyway. You need to get school out. You need to be good when school's out. This is
right.
Minnesota. We still worry about school being out, right?
It's true. Pat, did you see also? So the Twins, I should say the Tigers and Twins were flexed to Sunday Night Baseball at the end of the month. I during this 10-run debacle.
Can you reflex?
Yeah. Can you reflex the flex? I had Mitch Hested and I had Andrew Halverson in this 10-run deficit in the fifth inning yesterday. I had them doing crackdown research. It's their first Sunday Night Baseball game in 5 years since the pandemic season in 2020. And get this, Sunday Night Baseball has not been at Target Field since August of 2010. It's been 15 years since the first. There's been an all-star game played at Target Field since the last time true Sunday Night Baseball came to Minneapolis.
And by the way, this is the end, right? This is the end of Sunday. This will be the last time too, because ESPN we're going to end up on Amazon or some damn place, probably on Sunday Night Baseball.
Yeah.
But
Apple.
Well, they want the Tigers, obviously. The big attraction was the Tigers. But the Twins, hey, they were 3 weeks ago. You listening to MLB Network and stuff like that on the radio. They were talking them up, man. There's a surprise team of the league, and I said, what did I say? 76. I'm sticking with it. 76. 76, 86. But maybe not that good if this is over. Maybe not that good. They finished 19-50 in 2011. They can't go 19-50, but they can They can go 23-47.
Patrick, do
Something
you
like that.
remember the Twins' first round pick from 2020, Aaron Sabato out of North Carolina, the big slugger
Yes.
that
Did
has
they let
been mostly terrible?
did they let
So
him go yet?
no, get that. So he's been tearing up Double A. Granted, at age
Really?
26, he just got promoted. Just came through the wire to the St. Paul Saints. So the 26-year-old first round pick, it just took him 5 years of minor league ball. He's crushing younger guys. But now he's only a call away. He's only a call
Yeah, well,
away.
that's true. And I got to tell you, I was in spring training last year, and he was there, and I thought it might be and he got a couple of hits in a early exhibition game, or maybe even in one of the pickup games, and hit a couple of home runs. And I went over and talked to him for like 15 minutes. I was going to do a column, and a Twins official came to me and said, "You don't want to write that column. He might not get out of spring training." They thought he might get cut in spring training last
Wow.
year, and then he showed him a little something in spring training. So then they sent him. He was in Double A last year too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but
Does
I
he
mean,
still strike out like 45% of the time?
39 games, 9 home runs, an OPS of almost 1,000. But yeah, 42 strikeouts in 39 games this year at Double A.
Well, won a game.
Yeah,
That's not bad for him. But yeah, it was really a goof. That was their draft pick during the
pandemic.
2009, 2020.
Yeah.
I thought it was after the Bomba Squad. It was after the Bomba
Yeah,
Squad.
but
But
it's all part of the same
I
philosophy.
thought it was the same year. Yeah, they hit the home run, get it out of the park. I don't know. It's gonna be lonely there, especially if this is gonna be one of those summers when we don't have summer.
Yeah.
We want summer. Come on, what the hell? I just had to go out and turn the pool heater off. I'm spending me thousands, you know. So
You just have to make sure that the pool does not overflow, right? Because you said the filter, if
no
it
rain.
overflows, is screwed.
Well, yeah, we're not getting it. We got enough room. We got
Okay,
enough
good.
room for the
Glad to hear
rain.
it.
We're not getting these driving rains. I was out at the track. I'd seen at Michael Albertville yesterday. I went to I got done with the guy I was going to write about, the Double A guy, about 1 in the afternoon. Got in the car. That double that uh, 3A that 3A track had to be a little wet yesterday. Did you see what they did with to get the baseball games finished yesterday?
At CHS? No.
No, they were playing in 4 places.
Okay.
In St. Cloud, they had a game going, A game. They had the A up in St. Cloud. It was driving rain in St. Paul, and they were done like they had to stop it like at the 7th inning. It was tied. They drove to Alexandria and finished the game in Alexandria because apparently it wasn't raining there to get the game
Wow.
played. And a few of the consolation games were canceled, but they're at Target Field tomorrow. The 4 title games. Are we going to get rained on again? Is
We're
it going to
supposed to.
rain tomorrow?
That's in the
Unbelievable.
forecast. Bring back the Metrodome. We need the
Yes,
Metrodome back for
I think.
baseball played morning, afternoon, night.
You know what? And for the Vikings, we need the Metronome. The hell with that dump that they got now that you got to walk all over. The terrible corridors, no concessions. It's a god awful $1.2 billion mess as far as I'm concerned. We were better off when we had the dome for everybody. Go for football, fine. What the hell do we care about them? Get them over on campus. But we were better off with the dome, for the certainly for the Vikings. And I don't know. It's did, what do you think the staying power for Target Field is? Is it going to be a 50? Not that I'm worried about it, but is it going to be a 50-year ballpark? Are we going to?
They usually don't last 50
No.
years now, man. They're
But
about
but
35 to 40, I think.
but as the problems in this country
Well, yeah,
multiply, how much? I mean, right now
but
we got everybody pounding on the legislature's door, wanting to wanting money for sports, and they're all going to be told, forget it.
They
You can't.
told the Wild this week to buzz off.
Yeah, even for the 50 mil,
Nothing's getting done at the
nothing.
X. Nothing.
No,
They said
they
no to the
got
whole
that.
thing.
And
Everything.
here's the Ziggy. How about Ziggy's 20 million a year to keep the thing up to date? Are we going to tell him to go to hell on that one too? I hope.
That might have already passed, Pat. That might have passed. I don't know about that one, but I did. I saw a story in the Pioneer Press that they basically told the Wild, if you wanted the money that you're requesting, you should have done it when we had a surplus,
Yes.
because you ain't getting it now.
No. Well, that's with all the Here's the other thing. The Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul got terrible financial problems, and the 79 counties outstate are hardcore conservative financial people. Who's going to say yes? Who's there to say yes anymore?
Here's my question. On Target Center, are they going to give the Wolves downtown? Are they going to give them the land? Because I think the Wolves might build the building, okay?
It
But
depends. A lot depends on the election in November. If the if the uh, if the radicals take the mayor's seat, no, they're not going to give you anything. They're not going to give anybody anything. Did they even pass the new? They didn't even extend the Hennepin County thing over there, right, for the Twins?
oh, the tax, I don't know on that. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
I don't know if that was in the. I mean, that's an eighth of a cent,
But I
but
just think, I think as far as a building for the Wolves go downtown, I think that they're going to want the same deal that the soccer team, right? Which was
yeah,
because when they talked about the building behind Target Field or the soccer stadium, I think the agreement was you give us the land, we'll build it.
yeah,
And
yeah.
Betsy
And
said no.
they want you to do streets and stuff. You got
Yeah.
to do. I mean, if you build it down there, you're gonna have to be pretty creative on getting people in and out of there because the Glenwood Avenue comes by there, and we're putting the train in now. By the way,
Yeah.
I think I have a new deal with the devil. Let me live until the green line is finished. What do you think?
You'll
I
outlive
see,
me at this rate.
I see they got,
You'll be,
I
you'll,
see they got, they're still closing down stuff over in Kenwood. Who thought it was a good idea to put a train through Kenwood? Who are the morons that did this? By the time they're done, nobody in Chanhassen will be working downtown Minneapolis. What a bunch of idiots.
you're going to live to like 160. Sid's
I
going to be
know.
very pissed off in the afterlife when you say, hey, I outlived you by 60 years, Sid.
That's right. Nobody's gonna take the green line from Chanhassen, for God's sakes. It's because they're talking about an hour and a half ride or something.
All I
Although
want, all I
although
want from the city is one thing. Lower the parking for Twins
yes,
games in
yes,
ramp A and B, okay?
yes,
I don't care what else you do.
that's right. They sneaked in that last $5 raise on us, and they never. All of a sudden,
Never saw it
wait a
coming.
minute, what happened? You know, remember when Andy McPhail said when the next what was the Puck got six, right? Puck got 6 a year and became the highest paid
Yeah.
player. Was that six?
Yeah, I think it was
And
6.
then the next guy got eight. And he said, "What happened to seven?" Something like that. So
Yep.
what's his quote? What happened to 22? What why did
I know.
what happened to 18? What was 15? 3 years ago. Now it's 25.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
once in a while I get there late enough. I'm like on a weekend and I'm walking in with the out of out of town. The out of towners, the guys with the bib overalls, and we're not coming back here. $25 to park. They thought they were paying $12. They finally had to put it on a sign, I guess, because so many people complained. Before they didn't even tell you how much you were paying for goodness. But now they have people.
Yep.
What's that about? They
Oh,
did
they've
have people.
it was only for until the last game I went to, there was one guy and
Okay.
like my booth was not working or my swipe thing.
Oh,
So this
so
poor
people
guy's
are
literally
trying.
running around back and forth cuz I rolled my window down. I said this doesn't work and the guy's like, "Oh, I'll
Yeah.
be right there." But then he's trying to help all three people. It's a disaster.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Well, anything to And people, of course, the people they get mad at are the Twins who don't get any parking money.
Yeah,
So
exactly. All right, Patrick.
All right.
We'll talk to you on Monday.
See you guys.
See ya.
Goodbye.
All right, Reusse Unchained. Score North YouTube channel and podcast feeds.